Mm, 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 mm. I need to get music back playing because I know there was a period of time where I had the music playing in the background, kind of nice and low. I can be talking, we got the music playing, but it takes more time. And I want to just make sure I get these videos out consistently for you guys because I really want to make sure if you are someone who's just starting off with investing, if you're thinking about investing, but you're a little intimidated, you're scared to, you don't think you got enough money to invest, this channel is for you. This video is for you. And, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I want to make sure you guys are listening. You're not getting distracted with the music. But I wanted to start this video off. And yeah, I know I was eating, dancing a little bit because as you guys can see, we are up to $1,500 with our dividend portfolio. Yeah, finally, we've reached that big 1500. Now, some of you might be like, that ain't that much money. Hey, if you are balling on a budget, if you are tight on cash, I mean, all of your money that you are making is going towards bills and your rent. You got to make sure you got food on the table. You got to make sure your lights are on, your car insurance, your car payments. I mean, life can be tough. And especially when you have all these things thrown at you with the combination of, maybe you might have lost your job and you just got a new job. And so you got to make up from some of the debt that you might have, gotten over the past year or two, or even prior to that. But with everything going on recently too, times have been tough. So this channel, this series of our $25 a week dividend portfolio is to show others that you can grow your money. Yes, $25 is not a lot of money. Like anyone watching this video can afford to invest $25 a week. And it might seem like you can't. Some of you might be like, nah, you don't know. I'm tight. We tight over here. You can do it, is what I'm saying. You might have to get a new little side hustle to add on to what you currently are doing for your 9 to 5. Maybe you start a new little business. Like I said, subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Now that my kind of, the busy peak season, time of the year for me is pretty much kind of like done. And I can start to get into creating more content for this channel and my other channels that I have. I got my MASH marketing and sales help channel. Yes, marketing and sales help. So for all of you out there who are like, well, I just, I heard what you're saying. I heard what some other YouTubers are saying about starting my own business so I can be my own boss and make my own money. And, the sky's the limit with the pay, but I need help with getting my business rolling. Well, between this channel and my other channel and even my Ace Spencer channel, all of those channels I'm going to be getting back into the mix with rolling out content because like I said, the busy peak season time of the year is pretty much starting to slow down for me. Also because I'm having a little hiccup with my work van, in which the next move is basically to buy a new van, but then all these reports and everything, they're like, you don't want to buy now and it's the worst time to buy. And so it's, we in a little pickle. Maybe I'll make a video on that on one of my other channels as well. Get some opinions, maybe see what some of you guys think. So, I'll have links to those other channels down below if you guys want to check them out. But yeah, want to give you guys an update because we can see things are, over the past day, we're in the red. We're down, right? But this is the beauty of investing, and it's the collective. It's not just about the short term in terms of the past day, what happened over the past day. No, because when we look at the past week, all of a sudden things jump up to 1.22% for our returns, up almost $20. Right. Oh, past month we're up 2.12%, almost $30. And then the past quarter up 0.08%. So hey, okay, it ain't as much as we were a second ago when we looked at the past month, but we still in the green, right? We still in the green. And then 1 year all time, we jump all the way up to 14.35%, which is a gain of 100 and almost $30. And out of that, as you guys can see down here, our earned dividends is $22.45. Then the market gain component is $106.93. So, there's a few things you can take away from this. Obviously, we'll look and see who's doing well and whatnot. We kind of know who's probably going to be at the top as usual. But there's a few things you can take away with this. As you guys can see, if you're new to the channel, you're new to this kind of series, every week we invest $25 a week. But when you start your account with M1 Finance, I started it with $100, and we consistently invest $25 a week up until March 5th. And you can see it jumps up about $500. That jump right there is from our stimulus check. So when we got paid, we said, hey, we're going to put a little of this money towards our bills. Maybe we're going to treat ourselves a little bit, right? We've been on lockdown, no fault of our own. We can't go out and enjoy ourselves. And maybe you're tied up money. So, maybe you treated yourself to a nice meal, right? You grabbed a little seafood or something. Maybe you decided, hey, I want them new Jordans or some new Nikes or something. Whatever it might have been, maybe you had a little pleasure in there, but then you also decided to invest a little of that money. And what we did was put $500 towards our dividend portfolio. And as you can see, that helped to speed things up quite a bit, right? This nice jump is a beautiful thing. And then from there, we've just consistently been adding $25 a week. Sometimes it'll go down a little bit, right? It goes up and things sometimes come down a bit. But that is the market, and you just ride with it, and even up here, it kind of went up, and then it kind of started to come back down again. And even up here, same difference, went up, and then it gets that fall. It's going to happen. And when you have a portfolio that's kind of a diversified portfolio, it should hopefully help you with being more secure, I guess you can say, or better positioned to withstand some of the turbulence and some of the, pitfalls that some of your companies might have experienced. And you will see some of these falls. And, if there's a crash in the economy, in the market and whatnot, which some predict it's coming, and we kind of know one is going to come. It's inevitable. The market, it has to have these correction periods. And when things just continue to go up and up and up, at some point it has to come back down. So we know that. And that, again, is the beauty of a dividend portfolio, because even when the market gain component falls, we're still going to get our earned dividends. And yeah, it doesn't seem like this is much money because, again, we're only putting $25 a week. If you're in a position where you can invest more than that, then do it, because the dividend component usually is going to, if you have good sound companies in your portfolio, usually you're going to continue to get your dividends. There may be a dividend cut. And, if need be, if you decide, you can always remove that company from your portfolio. That is the beauty of this. When the turbulence comes, or if you are kind of at the end of your career and you're just like, hey, I got enough money to just let this make, a larger amount of dividends that are coming in every month. I can live off of that alone. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful position to be in. Of course, we're not anywhere near there. And again, this portfolio is really just meant to help you with learning and growing your money from a small amount to a larger amount. Are there other ways that you can grow your money in a more quicker and faster manner? Absolutely. I invested, money into apps. Some of these apps, these gig apps, when you sign up, sometimes you have to pay them a $20 or $40 fee or some small fee so that they can do background checks and things like that. And that's a small investment that, I believe, for me, I know for a fact was worth it. And I believe it's something that many of you would find a worthy investment as well. And that has allowed me to grow my money much more quickly and a larger amount than what I have with my dividend portfolio. So, am I saying this is the only way you can make money and grow money? No. Am I saying it is the best way to do it? No, I'm not saying that either. but I am saying it is another option. It is another way for you to grow your money. And hey, if we scroll down and we take a look at our portfolio and see who is doing well, who's not doing so well, or who's doing hot, I mean, we're seeing a similar pattern that we've seen in the past, and things haven't really changed too much. Ultimately, we have our REITs, so the real estate market has just been on fire, and our REITs pay the best dividends and most frequently. And as you can see at the top is Newt Tech, where they're up 41.46%, killing it. Our other REIT that's up there, excuse me, is Realty Income Corp, which they're up 26.42%. And then we have Pepsi and Coca-Cola around 23.43 and 16%. Then Johnson and Johnson at about 15%, Procter and Gamble at 12.43%, JP Morgan Chase at 10.21%, 3M at 8.47%, and then at the bottom, who have kind of consistently been at the bottom, are Verizon at 1.28% and then AT&T at 4.45%. And as you guys know, if you've been following, AT&T has, the dividend cut that, and their recent kind of mergers and stuff that a lot of people weren't a fan of, especially when the leadership over there previously had came out and said, our dividend, we're going to keep our dividends and they're going to remain what they are and this, that, and the other. And next thing you know, they're like, oh, actually change your plans. A lot of people jump ship because of that. And actually, we're probably going to do the same with our portfolio too. Newt had some news, and that was one of those places where, you saw it fall down more recently. I think this was with Newt back in, the beginning of August, so about a month ago. Yeah, that makes sense. Where it just kind of, they're about to buy a bank and kind of change their business model a little bit. But so there was a little scare, and a lot of people did jump ship. But we said we're going to ride this out a little bit, see how things go. We continue to invest in our portfolio, which a small portion went into Newt. And, it's like buying it on the dip. It's getting a stock when it's on sale. Now, will Newt eventually come back down? Yes, Newt will not stay up here at the top the whole time of our, while this portfolio exists. Absolutely not. However, are we able to benefit from its gains and, the dividends and whatnot for the time being? Absolutely. And again, like the dividend component of what Newt is giving out probably should remain the same. At least they said at least through this year, and I think maybe through next year. I can't remember off the top of my head entirely, but absolutely through 2022. That said, if we want, we can remove them at that point. If things start to slow down for them, it's just like with AT&T, which is what we're probably going to do. And I know I've been saying it for a bit because I've just been like, let's ride with them a little bit. AT&T's a powerhouse. They've been here for years and years. And I think it's going to take them a little more time to get back, to the place where they want to be and whatnot. And do we want to wait that long? Yeah, we can, because this isn't supposed to be something that's a short-term play anyway. This is our portfolio that maybe we're using this portfolio to help save us money towards a house. Down payment towards a house. Maybe you want to use it towards a new car that you're planning. Hey, okay, at the end of 2023 or 2025 or just down the road some years. I think it's a great way to help you with just building up that your income and doing it in a way that you don't really notice. Right, $25 a week, where it's automatically being deposited into your account, and you aren't actually doing anything. That's the beauty of this, having that automation. It's a game changer. And being able to just look back at your portfolio and say, wow, like I didn't even realize I got that much money. Now, of course, we're creating this every week and we're looking at it. So we're seeing it and we're seeing the growth and we're following it, tracking it. But most of you guys are probably going to set this up once, just once, and jump in there and maybe check it once a month at most, or once every few months. In which then you're not going to be seeing it on a day-to-day as much, and you'll probably appreciate the gains that you're getting much more. I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. Maybe not. But ultimately, again, when you know that, hey, I started with only $100 and you're up to 1,500, that's pretty cool, right? That is dope. That's what it's all about. Getting your money to grow for you, and you know, not just saving it. Yes, you need to have your emergency savings in place. Subscribe to this channel, like I said, and I definitely will have more content. I already have a little content talking about savings and budgeting and stuff, but there will be much, much more content coming soon. And it's just key to have that emergency savings in place. But after you do, start to think about getting your money to work for you. That's the key. Getting your money to work for you. And one way to do that is by investing and having a nice, strong, diversified portfolio. And which, yes, it doesn't have to be a dividend portfolio, but like I said, right now the market's doing well. So you want to benefit from growth companies. In one of my previous videos, I showed you the numbers. I didn't show you everything, but you got to see some of the companies, some of the other companies I have invested in, um, and you can see how much better the return is compared to this portfolio. Which again, when the economy starts to get red and tank a bit, and I don't want to say a market crash, but when things aren't going as well as they currently are, that portfolio might take a big hit. Whereas this portfolio might come down a little bit in our returns, our percentage might come down a little bit, but our earned dividends will likely pretty much stay consistent, where we're going to continue to get earned dividends every month or quarter from our different, pieces of our pie, which I love M1 Finance for this reason, because it's just so easy to create these pies and add different companies to it and move someone out, swap someone out like AT&T. So let me know what you guys think. Have you started your dividend portfolio yet? Are you investing? Maybe you don't have any dividend companies, or maybe you have a few sprinkled in with growth. Where do you guys stand on that? What do you think? We're obviously doing pretty well, up over 10%. Great, fantastic. Up finally to $1,500, which is dope. I'm amped, and I'm excited to see this baby continue to work for us, continue to grow. And hopefully you guys are doing the same. If you've been, riding with me and watching this from the jump, and maybe you decided, hey, back in February or March, you were like, I'm gonna try what Ace is saying. I'm gonna try to create my own little portfolio, dividend portfolio. Maybe it ain't the same as his. I got some similar companies, but I got some other ones too. And maybe you're doing better than me, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's in the red right now, which might be fine, because hopefully you have some good, strong companies in there and it will bounce back. But the key is to start. You got to do your research. You got to learn. Try to understand the companies that you decide to add into your portfolio. What are the products? What are the services? What do they do that's bringing value to the world? That's helping other people, right? It's helping to keep this place spinning. That's kind of a part of it. That's not everything. That's part of it. And then of course with the dividend portfolio, are they giving out dividends on a monthly or quarterly basis? How strong, how long have they been, giving out dividends? Different factors will help you with making that decision as to what companies you want to have in your portfolio. But ultimately, like I said, you just want to get started, get the ball rolling, because next thing you know, before it's time to go to sleep one night, you're going to check your portfolio and be like, oh, snap, I got $1,500. I only started with $100 back in February. I tried to do this with my savings account. It didn't really work so well because I kept spending it every time I got to, $400, $500. Hey, this is potentially what some of you guys have been looking for. I know there are some YouTubers like, don't do dividends and don't invest and start your own business, only start a business, be your own boss. That's the only way that you're going to make money and make it out. No, that is not true. Having a 9 to 5 is completely fine. And then it's just being able to budget and manage your money and allocate some towards, your bills. But you got to make sure you pay yourself. And one way to do that is by having a small portion go into a dividend portfolio or a growth portfolio. And then another portion going into maybe this is your retirement, or maybe this is separate. For me, this is separate. This is not my retirement. I have a small portion of my money that goes towards my retirement. And then I have some that goes towards like things like this, which might be, like I said, something I'm going to use towards a new car. in a few years. Maybe it'll be a down payment. Maybe it'll be a used car and it'll be the full amount. I mean, the sky's the limit. Options are beautiful though, and that's the beauty of this. It's going to help give you guys more options. It's going to better position you to weather the storm when maybe you do go through that emergency savings one day, something happens. Well, then you're going to have this other portfolio there to help. So just get started, my friends. Stop listening to the naysayers. Get started. You can see I got my money in here working for me. It's growing for me, and it's doing much, much better than it would if it was just sitting in a savings account and a checking account, under my mattress, on my bed mattress, as they used to say, as they used to do. I mean, yeah, you just got to get that money to start working for you. You got to grow that money, and this is one way to do it. And on that note, let me know what you guys think. Have you started your dividend portfolio? Do you have a growth portfolio? Or like I said, are you you don't believe in the investing thing and investing in others and you only investing in yourself? That's fine too. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Who should we also swap out AT&T with? That is the other question. Should we swap out AT&T? Who do we want to change them with? Maybe we want to get an ETF in there or something else aside from a regular singular stock. Again, options are beautiful, and we have that option there as well. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Like this video if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. But you guys already know I got to keep it moving. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh yeah, we about to get back into the mix, baby. Let's go.